So what's the final Straw Hat crew gonna look like? Is the final matchup with the Blackbeard Pirates or the world government? Is Yamato gonna join the crew? What's up, guys? It's your boy Gabe the Champ, and I had a discussion with Pirate Hunter Anime about some of these topics after chapter 1043. So if you guys haven't caught up to that chapter, definitely check out another video. But definitely, without further ado, check out this discussion. So you mentioned Yamato and Momonosuke. How do you feel? Do you think that she's gonna be joining the crew? Like, how do you feel about that?
Yeah, I think Yamato's going to pull an Odin. I think Yamato's going to go adventure with the crew, be with them for a while, experience the outside world, because Yamato has been. Think about Odin was locked up on the island of Wano. Yamato has been locked up on the island of Onigashima, even smaller, even more confined. So it almost feels like we're robbing the character of a life if they stay in Wano.
What about Momo?
Momo, I think, stays. I think Momo, he had his time with the crew. He's been out in the world. I think it is his time, especially now with being aged up and everything, and Wano does need a leader. They need somebody at the shogunate, at the head, to lead the country back into prosperity. He needs to be there as that central figure. I also think this is why Yamato can go out with the crew. This means they can fulfill that dynamic in a way Odin couldn't, because Odin was only one man. Momo, the son of Odin, Yamato, somebody who aspires to be Odin, can do both. So Yamato can get to go out, Momo can stay because he's already been out, he's already experienced stuff with the crew. Now it's Yamato's turn. Oh, but yeah, I definitely think Yamato will go out with the crew. I don't think Yamato will be a full term until they disband member on deck. I think they will journey with them and eventually go back to Wano while everybody else continues to do their thing. Does Yamato make it to the end of the series on the ship? That part I'm kind of up in the air about. I don't know if they'll return to Wano before we make that final adventure or not. I would think they would probably go with, because Odin went with, but at that point I'm saying that just for parallel's sake, and I don't like doing that, so...
Yeah, I get it. So, just real quick to add my thoughts on that, because I've kind of been on the fence with Yamato for a little while as far as whether she... I mean, I would be happy if she does join. I just wanted a little bit more...
Side boob for Strawhat.
I just wanted more depth to the character, because even right now on Wano, I feel like I didn't really know until this chapter, like, what was she planning to continue to do. Because it seemed like after the whole thing with the bombs was taken care of, I was like, okay, what's next for Yamato? You know what I mean? So I was pretty much on the fence. I thought, like, we needed a little bit more from Yamato before she actually really does join the crew, because I actually came out with the reasons why I think she could and the reasons why I don't think she will. And the reason why I was giving that I don't think she would was because I thought that she would stay with Momo. But I could even potentially see Momo leaving again and them both actually joining. And I don't know, right now I kind of feel like this chapter wanted to kind of tie them together, because this is the second time that Yamato said that she would die for Momo, or at least the first time it was like, it was when she like actually fully introduced herself to Momo and saying, my name is Yamato and I would die for you. And then this time saying, like, we can't just surrender. I would rather fight, and even if we die together. That the chapter title was definitely, that little speech hit me. I was like, ooh, this is what I wanted to see from Yamato's character. So whether if she's gonna join, I think it may be possible that I could see the Odin scenario playing out, where she just jumps on and just kind of how she joined Whitebeard's crew. I mean, how Odin joined Whitebeard's crew. Just like kind of forcing her way onto the ship. I could definitely see a scenario like that. I just feel like right now, I don't know. I feel like Momo and her have to kind of go together.
What you're saying is why I say that no matter what, Yamato will go back to Wano, and I don't even think it'll be like 5 years from now. I think like 8 months to a year, like a full big old journey, having fun, experience and stuff, Yamato will be back to Wano pretty quickly to be by Momo's side and to, like I said, be the guardian deity of Wano and everything. Because, yeah, Momo he's a pretty tough dude now. He's grown up and has the dragon form and everything, but he's got a while before he's, like, top tiers and everything. He's got to train up and stuff. But
the other thing I had to add with that is, what is Zunisha? Like, what is going to be Zunisha's goal? Is Zunisha just going to stay in Wano, or is Zunisha going to continue traveling with the Straw Hats because Luffy is Joy Boy, right? And
well, yeah,
that's
companion.
Zunisha's home.
So
does that mean Luffy can now control Zunisha too, or is it still going to be just Momo who can communicate with Zunisha?
so
so many
for story's sake, I will say, and I don't know. I think I would bet that Zunisha will, one, this is something I literally just thought of, possibly die by the end of the series.
Okay.
Maybe Final War stuff, like Zunisha might die. But leading up to then, I wouldn't be surprised if even Luffy said, like, no, stay in Wano with Momo, protect Wano. If I need you, I'll let you know. And then I would not be surprised at all if Zunisha comes back later in the series and we see him again and everything. I even had the idea, and I can't remember if I put this in a video or not, but Zunisha, actually, yeah, I think I did. I think it was in the video about Zunisha and being Joy Boy's companion and all this stuff. But the Final War, or maybe not the Final War, at least at some point, we're going to have to get on top of the Grand Line, right? We're going to have to go up and deal with Marijois. I would assume, maybe. Isn't Zunisha kind of the perfect ticket up there? And if he's Luffy's companion, can't we take the Grand Fleet onto Zunisha, have Zunisha go to the Grand Line, put his trunk up there, and the entire Grand Fleet run up and charge Marijois off of Zunisha?
That's dope. That's a dope idea. I've never heard that one before.
That is like One Piece scale assault right there. Like, it fits perfectly in my eyes.
It does fit. It does fit well. I like that. I like that idea.
But yeah, but yeah, to the original question, I would not be surprised if he, like, kind of stays around Wano, helps to protect Wano and stuff. But definitely, I would see him be like, yeah, if Luffy needs something, I'm there.
Right.
He is our Orange Jr. Basically. Like, if Luffy is Whitebeard, Zunisha is Orange Jr.
Definitely more like Orange Senior.
Oh, that's wild. It is so wild to see Luffy over time building up, like, the next Whitebeard pirates. Because he basically is. Just he doesn't have, like, his closest commanders are not traveling with him. His fleet is completely, like, disjointed. He doesn't have the main Grand Fleet right there with him like Whitebeard's main ship did. But Grand Fleet-wise, he's straight up building the next Whitebeard pirates.
What I was gonna say is that I think, because as far as paralleling him to Whitebeard, it would. So if you look at Blackbeard's crew is actually Blackbeard kind of set up his crew to kind of parallel Whitebeard's crew, because that's the crew he was a part of. So that's where he learned about, because, like, all of his crew members.
Yeah, he has, like, the 10 Titanic captains. He has commanders and. Yeah, yes.
Right. And pretty much everyone kind of is going to assume that, when we match up with Blackbeard, it's going to be, the Straw Hats are each going to have their own individual matchups with those with each of the captains.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I would kind of say, it's because of the fact that Luffy is not the type to want to have all of those other people that are following him with him on a regular basis. But I would kind of say that you can almost pretty much count each of the Straw Hats almost like one of Whitebeard's commanders.
So the Straw Hats would be the commanders, but then the Grand Fleet is all way back behind him, and like you said, Luffy doesn't want everybody there all the time. So, and then that's why. But I think that actually draws a good parallel between the Whitebeard pirates to the Blackbeard pirates and the Whitebeard pirates to the Straw Hats. Blackbeard is copying Whitebeard on the surface level. He's just copying that main big fleet. I gotta have a captain for each one of these divisions, and they all gotta have their groups and their subordinates, and we're gonna do it like that. Luffy is building the bigger crew on the back end. All of that backup that came for the Whitebeard pirates, the true MVPs that allowed the Whitebeard pirates to compete in that war, because without them, the numbers advantage is insane, and Marineford does not go the same way. Like,
you're talking about like the allies,
Whitey Bay.
the allies.
Yeah. Luffy's building that with the Grand Fleet. And then the Strawhats, he has all of his division commanders. So even when we do get to those battles, we have all of our division captains to match up, but then our Grand Fleet comes into the back. They just have their division commanders and their subordinates behind them. We have whole nother fleets to back up our division commanders because we gained all these allies. We built all these friendships. Luffy's doing it the right way. Blackbeard's doing it surface level, and I love that.
Yeah.
At least that's how
and I would say, I think aside from the Grand Fleet, I think we're gonna have, Luffy's gonna have a lot more allies of other crews that will be joining. Like,
because Law's not like Grand Fleet. Like, Law is his own captain and his own crew, but he's gonna hop in like, I'm helping Luffy over the world government over Blackbeard.
Yeah. And even characters like, I'm sure, like Bellamy.
Bellamy probably hop in. I mean, Capone probably gonna hop in. At the end of the day, Vince smokes. Do what?
Who did you say after Bellamy?
Capone. Like Capone game page.
Right.
Yeah, because they was working together in Whole Cake and everything, and because my thing is always like, if it comes down to it, and we're talking about world scale stuff, a lot of these guys are going to get in. They're not going to want to sit on the sideline and let everybody else decide the fate of the world. Like, they're already pushing for the One Piece. They want to be there. They want to be in the thick of it. So when it comes down to it, and we're all looking at, okay, do I side with world government, Blackbeard, or Luffy? All these people are going to be picking Luffy. Every single one of the supernovas are going to be on Luffy's side, maybe not following Luffy's orders, but they're going to be on that side of the fight.
Right.
Kid will be over in his own, like, little corner, like, nah, I'm independent. Shut up, kid. He gained so much respect through that fight with Big Mom and Law, but still he's lacking so much behind everybody else he's trying to be on tier with.
The interesting thing, that whole situation, and it's funny because I feel like they kind of like a little bit broke the fourth wall when like Law was pointing out like, hey, every time I hit Big Mom with an attack, and you come in and try to do something flashy, at the last minute. And I'm like thinking about the fact that, like, if you're not there at Wano and you hear about, or even like you just like saw from a distance, and you're just hearing about the things that are happening at Wano, you're gonna think that Kid actually is the one that did most of the work.
Oh yeah, they're like, oh damn, Kid beat Big Mom, and Law's gonna be like, wait a minute, no, hang on.
Oh man, no, I love One Piece for stuff like.
Oh my god, it's hilarious. Like, it's surprising like how funny Oda can make like every little thing that he wants to make funny. He has a gift. Oh yeah, no, hey, this was awesome, man. This was great. Just sitting down and talking and discussing all this. We'll definitely have to do this stuff again.
Definitely, we definitely got to do this again. So yeah, guys, I definitely would love to hear your thoughts on some of these topics. Let me know by leaving a comment down below. Also, check out Pirate Hunter Anime, link to his channel and his Twitter down below. If you guys like the video, definitely leave a like and a comment, and don't forget that subscribe button. It's your boy Gabe Champ. Peace.